So we're gonna finish up real quick with a trip to the trailer park. I need to.
And we forgot to bring up one when we were talking earlier. It's Stranger Things trailer.
I haven't watched it.
There's a new Stranger Things trailer.
Is there?
There's going to be 3 movies.
It's an 8-episode season.
It looks like... so they must be dropping it in 3 segments.
They're dropping it in 3 segments.
Yeah,
yes.
They gave the 3 dates.
Yeah, they're dropping it in 3 segments, but it's an 8-episode season.
Dude, trailer looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, I just want you to land the plane. I just want you to land the plane.
It looks like they're going to land the plane.
Yeah. So that's my biggest concern. The time jump, I have to grant it to you because Erica just graduated high school. So she can't play an 8th grader.
Yeah.
I have to grant you the time jump. Just be really smart. This is like telling like this 15-year-old needs to get somewhere. It's like, okay, I'm going to give you the car even though I really feel like I shouldn't. Please be smart.
Dude, it looks so good.
Please just be smart. That's all I am asking. Will's going to die, right? Everybody has money on Will dying.
I'm going to make it a proclamation here. Everyone still believes, and I love this show, but everyone still believes, or not believes, but it's in all the countdowns, that Breaking Bad is the #1 TV show ever made. I think if they stick the landing on this, Stranger Things will have to go down as the best TV show. In reality, there isn't a season that I didn't like. There might be an episode here and there, like the whole 11 flashback with the sister.
Oh my god!
But
you remember when that was the thing?
Oh, that was terrible.
You remember 8? Does anybody remember the character 8? Holy shit!
But like as a general start to finish, if they stick this landing, it would be the best show.
Oh yeah, this is just from a personal standpoint. But I think it's extremely telling that I've watched Stranger Things 5 or 6 times all the way through. And I still have on my list Return to Breaking Bad. So I think that in my own very biased sense, I think that is extremely telling of just like, also, not for nothing, but like I've seen Breaking Bad, not all of it, but enough of it. I've seen Mad Men, not all of it, but enough of it. I've seen all these shows, fucking The Walking Dead. I guess Severance is up in this class of show now. Billions, I've heard a lot of people talk about. All these shows, anytime I see clips from them, I'm like, this is just mean people being mean to each other.
Yeah.
But not in like an Always Sunny way. Like, I've been watching a lot of Always Sunny.
I fucking love
and I love Always Sunny.
That's so good.
Because it's just like, it can be deeply emotional, but at the same time, it's also just like really shitty people behaving really shittily to each other and then getting their full comeuppance.
Yeah. It's the Seinfeld method. They're following the Seinfeld method.
Well, it's just, hey, we'll always come back to Frank giving money to Charlie and Dee and Dennis being like, but what about us? And him turning to them and being like, you're crackheads, children.
You're crackheads, children. That's fucking best.
I can't give you money. You're crackheads.
I love that. It's such a great show.
I just love that show.
It's
I can't
so
help
great.
it. It's a great fucking show. I watched the episodes where they went to Ireland for the first time.
Oh, nice.
It's a really good little mini-series. It's really funny.
Yeah.
And it has an incredibly touching ending. Like a crazy, like one of those, where did this come out of the, it's like, I don't know if anybody's, have you seen the season after Mac comes out as gay, where he's like really, really muscular.
Oh yes,
and he has this scene in the last episode where he does this interpretive dance number, and it's like genuinely beautiful.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
It's genuinely beautiful.
It reminded me of the ballet number they did in Singing in the Rain with Gene Kelly and Debbie Reynolds.
And you're just left being like, and this is the Nightman?
Yeah.
And this is the Nightman. This is the same guy that was the Nightman who was like, I want to play the Nightman because he has cat eyes. Where did you read that he had cat eyes? Oh, I just made it up, but I'm really excited about it now. Yeah. That's him. It's the same guy. And so I love Always Sunny. Charlie has a great moment in the Ireland episodes. And it's just, it's
such a great show.
Deeply touching. We have to get to the trailer part.
Yes.
Okay, so first and foremost, I want to hit the top of the note. The Bride, which has been talked about for a while, has a trailer, which looks...
Maggie Gyllenhaal
directs it. Christian Bale's...
Frankenstein.
This looks really intriguing.
It does.
I'm not sure what the plot is. It has like kind of a 1920s New York vibe to it.
It's kind of like a modernist take, and when I say modern, I mean like 1950s take on the Bride of Frankenstein story.
Post-industrial.
But it's where Frankenstein's monster makes her and not Frankenstein himself.
Frankenstein's monster has decided he wants a mate, and so
Yes.
he makes a mate.
And he literally kills her
Yeah.
and then brings her back
Without her memories.
as his mate.
And so it's like, I'm just watching this, and I can't help but kind of compare it to Poor Things, which is very similar in a lot of ways.
I got that same vibe.
And I just kind of... It does not spark joy in the way that the trailer for Poor Things was like, oh, this looks weird and a little upsetting, but I want to watch it. This was like, I don't mind this, but I'm not... There's nothing that's grabbing me by the lapels and being like, you got to watch it.
I tell you, though, Christian Bale's take on Frankenstein's monster looks fucking awesome.
I'll say this. His nose might be the reason I don't make it through that movie.
Oh, yeah.
His nose is just grotesque.
It's all fucked
Trying
up.
to look at him. Like, he already had the giant fucking mole next to his eye. I don't know. If you've never noticed it before, notice it now and know that you will never not notice it again.
You'll always notice
it. will always be there, and you will never be able to be like, oh, yeah, a totally normal set of eyes.
Yeah.
But this was just like, I saw that, and I was just like, I don't know. This makes me a little squeamish. I won't lie to you. It makes me a little squeamish. I don't love it.
Yeah.
So, but I like Maggie Gyllenhaal. This has a really good cast.
It's a Netflix movie.
It's a Netflix movie.
So we won't have to pay to watch it.
It has a really good cast.
Yes.
I kind of just want to watch it in a way to watch Maggie Gyllenhaal direct Jake Gyllenhaal in something.
Yeah, I'm curious about that.
I'm kind of curious about that.
Very curious about that.
In this milieu of, like, we've had Voyage of the Demeter, and we've had fucking Nosferatu, and the werewolf movie that came out a few years ago that I'm blanking on the name of at the moment. But, like, there have been several of these, like, here's this retelling of this classic monster story. So I am curious, but I'm not ready to sell on it yet.
Yeah.
Or buy. I guess buy would be the better
Well,
metaphor.
I'm trying to remember, does this come out before or after Benicio del Toro's...
I think after. I think this is December. And I think
It
Benicio's is November.
Not Benicio. I keep saying Benicio.
Guillermo.
Guillermo del Toro. Yeah. Guillermo's... I think that needs to be a success.
Yeah.
And that might give me a little more hope. I know they're different movies, different filmmakers.
Yeah.
But they're both kind of interpretations on the same story. Or not same story. The same...
Concept.
So, I'm kind of... I think if Guillermo's works... It'll give me a little more excitement for The Bride.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of wondering, it would make sense if, like, maybe him and Maggie got together and, like, kind of shared notes on things. So there is some kind of cohesion.
Yeah.
I know you're going to have a different Frankenstein monster in each one, but it's like...
And they're going to take place years apart from each other.
But it's like maybe have, like, a similar kind of... At least a little similarity here or there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But it's intriguing.
I'm intrigued by it, but I'm not ready to buy on it yet. And so this is definitely like one of those... This feels to me more like one of those, it's going to come out and I'm going to be like, oh, The Bride came out.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to watch as people watch it on the internet. And then, depending on their reaction, I'll either go and watch it or I'll come back 3 months later. I'm like, oh, The Bride. I still haven't watched that.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to keep moving on down the road. Mandalorian and Grogu.
Dude.
I'm watching this trailer and all I'm saying to myself is, just be better than Season 3. That's all I need from you. I need from you is to be better than Season 3.
And I heard this reaction from someone online, and I totally agree with it. It looks like a made-for-TV movie.
I don't mind that because The Mandalorian is kind of a made-for-TV movie in and of itself.
That is true.
So I don't mind that. My concern is that we're gonna fall into something we don't want to fall into.
Yeah.
A la the Mandalorians in Season 3, where you're just like, okay, so you told us this thing about Mandalore, and then it ended up not being true, but, like, nobody went back anyway, and every time we talk to anybody, they kind of counter what we've been told by numerous sources on things. So, like, I don't know what's true anymore, because it wasn't like it was an unreliable narrator. It's more like a retcon.
Yeah.
And I kind of... You're playing it like it's an unreliable narrator, but it feels like a retcon.
And I'll be honest, and I'm going to get ridiculed for this, and this is blasphemy in a lot of people's eyes. My favorite episodes of The Mandalorian didn't have Grogu in them.
Really?
They were like the dark... Like that, my favorite one is that one with him and Bill Burr, the second one that Bill Burr
was in.
Yeah. That's my all-time favorite, because I think that episode's great, but it's the ones that they're not, like, always cutting to Grogu, like... Do you remember this toy?
Yeah.
You got to go buy this toy for your kid. And it's like, That's where Grogu kind of sat with me as he was the toy seller of the show.
If Grogu can become a character again, because I agree with you. By season 3, it felt like Grogu was a merchandising option. It was like, here's IG-88 with Grogu in a papoose. And it's like, okay, but like, is Grogu going to be anything important? Or is he just going to be this smiling MacGuffin that we cut to every once in a while? And MacGuffin is nice in a lot of ways. Yeah. So if it does feel like Grogu has agency at times in this trailer, I'm very curious. Him wandering around in the sewers, that looks like it could be fun. The look of it looks really good.
It looks like there's a lot of practical effects, which is nice.
But I just, this is again, it's the Marvel issue all over again of just like, you've overdrawn from the bank. So it's very, very hard for me to be like, I'm all in on this like I do with Stranger Things, where it's like, you have this time jump and all this other stuff that I need to worry about, but I'm all in. I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Here, I'm like, I want to be all in, but season 3 was bad, and
really
Book of
bad.
Boba Fett wasn't good.
It was
and,
really bad.
It's been a while since Mandalorian season 2, and that was the last time that I can point to anything and be like, see, you can do really good stuff. The Darksaber episode in the middle of Book of Boba Fett is great.
Yes.
But we would be lying to say that that's like a natural feeling of like, this makes sense in this place to have this thing. It's no, that was a lifesaver thrown off into the middle of the ocean.
Horrible show.
Because Book of Boba Fett was such a tragedy.
Yeah.
Of just like, this is bad. All of it's bad.
I agree.
So I want to like this. I want to be excited for it. I might be excited for it next year. As it stands, I'm optimistic, which is more than I can say for the last few Star Wars projects. Not to say that I think it's going to be good, but just that I'm optimistic that it could be good. Another thing I'm optimistic could be good, even though I saw it and I was like, really? The Paul Rudd, Jack Black Anaconda film, which is just like, I saw that and I was just like, what is this? And then I saw the trailer and I was like, this might be really funny. This could be really funny.
And here's the thing, if they can lean into what made, and I just saw this recently, the movie This Is the End. Mm-hmm. If they can lean into that, where they play exaggerated versions of themselves and they make fun of themselves, I think that could be something.
Yeah.
But I didn't get a warm feeling from this.
I'm deeply curious. This is definitely not like a day and date for me.
It's got to be rated R. If it's not rated R, I'm writing
then who
it
cares?
off 100%.
Then it's that's it. That's game. If it's not rated R, then I'm not here for it.
It can't be good.
I want this to be very tongue-in-cheek, but I do want it to be a genuine movie. It's not like the original Anaconda was some kind of great piece of art, so you have an opportunity to do something fun.
Yeah.
The joke of it being that these two people love Anaconda, but they know that it's a bad movie, so they're going to make it into a good movie. That's funny. That's funny. Genuinely funny. And Jack Black and Paul Rudd are good enough to do it. Steve Zahn's along for the ride.
I
love Steve Zahn. So, like, I think this could be way funnier than I thought it was going to be when I first saw images of it. It has kind of like a Tropic Thunder Jumanji, but for adults kind of feel.
Well, and that, I'm glad you brought that up, because honestly, also 2 days ago, I watched the director's cut of Tropic Thunder, which I haven't seen in a while, and it is still easily in my top 5 of greatest movies ever made. Like, I love that movie so much. I was thinking about it. That movie was kind of the jump the shark moment for Jack Black. I think it is his best movie. Mm-hmm. And since then, he hasn't really done...
It's been very hot
like, Pick
and
a
cold.
Destiny, I think, came out before that.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
And I liked Pick a Destiny a lot, but, like, his live-action movies since then have been...
Some of them are good. Some of them I'm just, like, I just kind of am left wondering. Like, that was my reaction to Jumanji. I was like, isn't this a weird kind of sidestep for you? That was during that period where he was doing a lot of children's movies, The Clock in the Walls, and the Goosebumps movie, and all this other stuff. Yeah. And I've only ever, not only, but my experience with Jack Black is decidedly more adult in its nature, usually. So I was always surprised when it's like, oh, he's making kids' movies. Okay, that's where he's at.
All right. Like, he was all right.
That's the thing, is that none of them are bad, and he's not bad in any of them.
No.
He's fine.
But it's not
Yeah.
I think I still have such a sour taste in my mouth after the Minecraft movie.
I think that also doesn't help because, like, I did not see the Minecraft movie, and I don't have that same feeling. Like, I look at Jason Momoa's current show that he's doing on Apple.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that looks great. And I don't think about the Minecraft movie and all that other nonsense. So it's just like, I don't know.
I still don't get the whole Momoa making these, because the show he's making now looks similar to the one where he was blind that he made on Apple.
But it just takes place in, like, pre-colonized Hawaii.
Polynesian, yeah.
It looks good.
Yeah, it looks
really good. I might check it out at some point. But, I say that about a lot of things.
Yeah, true. We don't have any time in life.
I could make the time, but it has to be important enough for me to be like, yes, this is worth me stopping what I'm doing to make time to do this.
I concur.
So last two that I wanted to hit on before we move on to bigger fare is in a Matrixonian style, 28 years later is already getting a sequel, a follow-up called The Bone Temple. And it
looks fine.
I think this looks good. My concern is that it comes out in January.
Yeah.
The fact that it comes out in January is a huge red flag to me.
Well, it makes me wonder if they film these
almost at the same
concurrently,
time. Yeah.
And then the directors just swapped out once they hit a certain thing.
Like, it almost feels like Alex Garland wrote 2 scripts or wrote a really, really long script, and they were like, okay, we're going to turn these into 2 movies.
Yeah.
And so Danny Boyle is doing 28 Years Later, and then they have this other person doing 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple.
Yeah.
And they're filming literally at the same time because the makeup and everything looks exactly the same. The boy looks like he's the same age. Ray Fiennes looks exactly the same.
When the boy looks the same age.
Looks
so
exactly
I'm thinking
the same.
They had to have filmed them right away.
And for them to have come out so close together. Yeah. So I think this could be really good. I think it's going to be kind of a memorandum on that Power Ranger ending.
Yes.
Because I think that's really going to be what we're going to be leaning into here. It seems like it's going to be the Power Rangers find the Bone Temple.
Yeah.
And now the kid from 28 Years Later has to kind of, Spike, I want to say his name was Spike, has to kind of come to terms with this crowd I fell in with is not who I thought they were. Mm-hmm. And this person who really did this big, super meaningful spiritual thing for me is in danger.
Yeah.
So where do I fit into all of this?
And it looks like it's going to be a lot of Ray Fiennes'
backstory.
Yeah.
And so I'm very curious about this. I think it could be really good. But man, that January release date.
Yeah.
It's got me chilled to the core.
It's a little weird.
I'm just nervous. I'm
feels
just
like
nervous. If it feels like they knew that half the script wasn't going to work.
Yeah.
And so they, for whatever reason, they decided, no, we're going to still make it, but we're going to have it be separate from the rest of the movie that does work. And this is going to be all the parts that didn't work from the first movie. Mm-hmm. So if that's the case, I don't know. That could be really bad.
I know. I'm fingers crossed on that one.
So I don't know. I did like that you pointed out that they CGI'd pants onto the zombies. That was great.
What are the alpha zombies, whatever they were called in it,
that just swing and dick.
Around,
just hanging brain the whole way through, and not in the trailer.
Not in the trailer. Saw some good old CGI slacks.
Some nice brown pants. I just love the idea of these. Like, I just love the idea of being like, okay, I have my job today is to put pants on the zombie.
Yeah.
Okay. So first off, I have to spend all day not looking at this zombie dick while I go back and forth between working on putting on pants and not.
Dick.
And then second, I have to decide what level of wear and tear have these pants that won't make the final film gone through.
Yeah.
So are these straight off the rack at JCPenney's, or did you pick them up from a Goodwill, or did they come out of the trash? And but I do want this movie to be good. But very few things that are good come out in January.
Yes, I agree.
So that's the problem. To finish things up, to finalize things, and to kind of kick off into the next segment, I finally watched the trailer for Marvel Zombies. This comes out. This came out. This is already out. We haven't watched it yet. The trailer came out weeks ago, but still within that grace period of like, so you guys have been working on this and it's coming out in 3 weeks, and you haven't had any trailers for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, and this is where I'm slightly concerned, especially after the last season of What If, which was...
I haven't watched season 3 of What If. Season 2 of What If left such like a tang in my mouth.
You wouldn't like season 3 then because it's more tangy.
Yeah.
And it's
so I turned to Kelly and I looked at this and I said the big leading concern that I have is that this is all tier 3 characters.
Yes.
And this is like MCU tier 3 characters. This isn't like how we're going to talk. Congratulations, folks. We're going to review Fantastic Four in a little bit. This isn't like how in Fantastic Four they name drop some C tier characters.
Yeah.
Or how in She-Hulk they had Leapfrog. And you're kind of like, ooh, okay, that's interesting. Oh, now I'm engaged. Now I want to see what you do. This is like, oh, do you like Yelena and Red Guardian?
Well, that's the problem.
And Shang-Chi and Awkwafina? Because they're the entire show.
Yeah.
We have Blade, who might be Moon Knight.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's just the characters that you don't care about.
And I really don't want the new, I'm doing quotation, the new Avengers to be a major focus in this.
Feels like,
it looks like they will be.
It feels like this is going to be, the plot of this is going to be like a quiet, let's do a tester run on the quote-unquote new Avengers and the young Avengers, because you have Kamala Khan and Kate Bishop and a few other young Avengers show up. And so it's like, yeah, you have Zombie Abomination. And that's really interesting to me. And you have this shot of Spider-Man webbing a bunch of heads off of zombies, which is interesting, but immediately tells me that you're not doing the actual Marvel zombie story.
Spider-Man was easily one of them, yeah.
He's one of the big ones.
Yeah.
He's arguably one of the main characters of Marvel zombies.
Yep.
So could this be good? Absolutely, it could.
I don't have a lot of faith.
Given that What If is a show that has so much grace. I give it so much grace when it fails. And it's like I'll be watching, the first season, which I like. By and large, I really like the first season. But I'm watching the first Captain Carter episode, and she's saying quippy one-liners to no one.
Yeah.
And I'm watching the T'Challa as Star-Lord episode, and you have Thanos and the I'm blanking on the Black Dwarfs or whatever the name of his group is.
No, I know. Yeah, I know what you're talking
about. They don't care that he's on the side of the Ravagers. What's happening? I'm going to give you grace, but sometimes you do things, and I'm just like, okay. And we needed to spend an entire episode on this. Why?
Well, it's because Marvel, there are two things they can't do. They can't write female characters well, and they can't write humor.
Yeah.
Because they don't know where to put it. They don't know how far to go with it. They don't know what tone to do with it. They just don't know how to do it.
Humor just goes wherever you need it to go at that moment.
Exactly.
Whether it makes sense to go there or not, it just goes wherever you need it to go in that moment. If it's getting too scary, put in a joke.
Poster child Trevor Slattery.
If it's getting funny, put in another joke.
Yeah.
If it feels like it's going to be a cool moment that should be quiet, put in a joke. If it feels like it's just a plane flying overhead, put in a joke.
Yeah.
If this is a clearly 80-yard moment where you just felt like it kind of sagged a little bit, put in a joke. If that's
and a bad joke for that.
Marvel doesn't know good humor.
They don't know good humor.
They don't know what good humor is.
No.
So we'll get to that in Fantastic Four too.
Yeah.
I look at this and I think that I'm going to watch this when I watch. Either I'm going to watch it for Halloween specifically, all on my own, with no one else in the house, or I'm going to watch it when I watch What If Season 3, which is to say, it's hard to say when I'm going to watch that.
See, and I'll probably watch Marvel Zombies, but to me, I'm like, if I'm going to watch a horror Marvel, I'm just going to watch Werewolf by Night again.
Yeah.
The black and white version, folks, not the
true version.
The true version.
Yeah.
I'm just going to watch that again.
Yeah.
Because I know that's good.
Yeah.
And I know I'll enjoy them.
Yeah. So, I don't think that this is going to be bad. I just don't know if this is going to be anything. That shot where it's like, oh, we have T'Challa and the head of Paul Rudd and Spider-Man. And it's like, this is going to be the show. This is going to be the entire show. Yeah. And if you're not in for that, then there's not going to be anything for you here, because the show is going to be poorly written bits that are kind of staged around this idea of the young characters going up against the old characters.
And the Kraven the Hunter vibe I got from it is, and we're edgy, so we're going to have a lot of violence, but it's not going to make sense in a lot of areas.
And it's still going to be written for children.
Yes.
So there's going to be violent. This is the big thing. Because this is
not for children, but it is for children.
This was my issue with the What If Marvel Zombies episode, and it's what I see here. Is this idea of who did you write this for?
Exactly.
Because it's way too violent for it to be for kids, but none of the writing is for adults.
No.
So who did you write this for? This has big, happy going bam, 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 bam whenever he shoots off an arc reactor. It's like, who is this for? Who is this? That's
the vibe I got.
Who is Paul Rudd saying dad jokes? Who's this for?
Yeah.
Who is Spider-Man being a baby and not being able to handle anything? Who is this for?
Yeah.
This weird moment where Sharon turns into a zombie and then the Wasp explodes her and she says, I have Sharon all over me, when she was having breakfast with Sharon that day.
Yeah.
What is this? I don't know what this is or what I'm supposed to do with this. And so, you have a cool scene of Blade Moon Knight killing Ghost. Cool. Is there going to be any substance to anything?
That's the thing, it's unfortunately because you blew it, no one knows who the fuck he is.
No.
We do because we remember the Mahershala Ali announcement that he was going to be Blade.
We know that he did dialogue for a Marvel thing at some point, so we assume that this guy who is shown as Moon Knight, he's wearing Moon Knight's costume.
Looks just fucking like him.
But he has a sword, and he has Mahershala Ali's face and voice, and so it's like, okay, so he's Blade, but he also has the blessing of Khonshu, which is like, okay, why? You put a hat on a hat? Is this like, oh, Khonshu, so Mark died and became a zombie? And Khonshu had to get a new avatar and chose Blade? Is Black Knight also going to show up in this? Like, what? Do you have a plan, or is this just going to be like, put everything in it and whatever flies to the surface? And I'll be honest, that's the
only reason I want to watch it is there's so many questions.
Yeah. The stuff with Namor. Okay, this is interesting, but it's not going to do anything to validate the way that you use Namor, and it's not going to do anything to make me feel better about anything or hopeful for the future. So what's the point of it?
Yeah.
What's the point of it?
I agree.
So we're going to see, but I think the big thing that I can take away from this, and I'll use this as a springboard, unless you have anything else to talk about, to talk about Fantastic Four, is that Marvel almost needs to leave the MCU proper alone.
Yes.
And stop trying to do stuff in universe. You ruin that universe.
Yes. You need a full reboot.
And the way that I know this is because I watched Fantastic Four.
Yes.
And it was way better than a lot of the other Marvel shit that I've seen recently.
And that is what we're going to touch on with Fantastic Four, folks.